is it about achieving justice, and how do we get there?
Okay, well, now this is my language. You must have watched some of the. So I think we've got to start off with the law of equity. Now, if I'm going to get the dates right, prior to what, 1870, was it 1890?
Yeah,
roughly late Victorian era, there was two separate court systems in this country, which were
So there's sort of.
General common law, court, and then the courts and the courts of equity.
Yeah, I think we can go back into an overly technical analysis back to 1066, but I don't think we need to go there.
I like to go back to 1066. This is where but there was, and equity is a sort of different sort of law which gives. Am I right in saying a bit more flexibility to a judge?
I think there are equitable maxims, and I think we need to remember that we exist within a common law system, so we exist within a system of precedent.
Yeah.
But effectively, I think on a very broad concept, it's about the idea of doing justice.
Yeah.
Now, there are certain principles or equitable maxims, as they're so called, to sometimes give that some body and some framework. So, for example, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. The idea that if you want somebody to do right by you, you've got to be doing right yourself. So I don't think we can see it as just a complete free rein, but I think we can certainly see it as a greater degree of flex.
So in some respects, if I'm a referee of a football match, sometimes you'll see the commentator saying, he's got no choice, that's a sending off, right? It was through on goal, it's a foul, he's got to be sent, he's hacked him down, he's got to be sent off. That's almost like the common law, the rules that are written down. And equity a little bit is when the commentator will often say, it's got to use a bit of common sense there.
Yeah.
And it's to give judges, the law of equity gives judges the freedom to ultimately seek that justice is done.
Yeah, and I think that's a really interesting point, though, which is how far can we take that?